Hello, Matt Frucci here. This is just a quick video to go over some of the questions I've had about my shift project. So some of the questions like, can I eat carbs? Can I eat out? What foods do I have to give up? Do I need a gym membership? And just to go over them quickly, because I'm going to go on to a bit more important ones. Yes, you can eat carbs. Yes, you can eat fat. And then a quick answer to them for the reason why is that a lot of these diets often fail because if you cut out a food group and then bring it back in, you just put the weight back on. And yeah, partly that's because you just deprive yourself and then you overeat. But a second part of that is you just kind of lose the ability to process it a little bit. But going on from that, do you need a gym membership? No. This is meets you where you're at here. So you'll get access to all the online home workouts that you can do in your living room, wherever, whenever. All you need is your body weight or your body. So on top of that, you'll get access to sessions with me, which are not in a gym. So we work out of halls, all body weight work. So it's you versus you, and everything's adapted to where you're at. Okay. But one of the key questions I had was, I've tried to, a lot of ladies come to me that I've tried 101 diets. Literally, that's what I get. Rosemary Connolly, Slimming World, Weight Watchers. What makes this different? Like, why will it work? And it's a great question. I think the key thing here is that I try and make it simple and actually just personalize it to you. It really is as simple as that, because quite often with these diets is there's one rule and you have to stick to it. Whereas there's a guideline, there's a step-by-step process to make it simple. But the key is in the personalization for your lifestyle. So you can do it in your busiest, most stressful day. Because what works for you might not work for someone else. Now, when you start off with the shift project, you'll get kind of a healthy meal maker, so you can eat out and still make good decisions. And it's very simplified. So you kind of get shopping lists, recipes, meal plans done for you, but at the same time, there's no food that's off limits. Like, you can literally eat whatever you want. You have unconditional permission to eat what you want. And that's quite liberating in today's, that's a sin, don't eat that, don't eat this kind of society. It's why a lot of ladies who've come to me and said they've tried everything before get great success, because it's kind of touching on your environment, number one, making simple improvements that you can do even in your busiest, most stressful day. So you don't have to start on Monday. It's simple changes that you can start straight away, so you're not reliant on willpower. So very simple tasks. So in your online area, you'll get each day a task, a video with a little strategy on kind of how you can improve habits, get the habits mindset to really stop kind of self-sabotaging. Because it's not really about working harder. It's sometimes more about just learning how to stop stopping, and that's all about the personalization and fitting your lifestyle. And it could be the smallest, simplest improvement that you make that does make kind of all the difference. So that's why I give you those simple daily slim down tasks and also home workouts. Now that's why another to touch on that. Do I need a gym membership? You don't. Now all the home workouts they can be adapted, whether you're a kind of beginner, intermediate, where you want to go for that, and they're all progressive. So it's working you versus you, and they're all adapted for you. But the key thing I want to touch on here is that they're progressive throughout the course. So as you progress through, you'll feel yourself getting stronger, fitter, faster. And it's all on your terms as well. It's not do this, do that. You have to do that, you adapt it. And then you have a log that you can kind of see your progress and go back and see your wins. And that's another thing why this is different. It doesn't just focus on, losing, like what to eat, what to do there. It's also the mindset and the psychology behind losing fat. It's a very complex thing, losing fat. It's not just as simple as they tell you, kind of eat less and move more. That advice is just unhelpful, to be honest. So another question I get is, what happens after the shift? So what happens after I finish it? Now, there is 3 modules. So there's a 28-day shape up shift, a 28-day shift tone up, and a 28-day shift for life. Now, the idea is that even though it's just 28 day, you go through them and you actually learn the skills, the habits to go away, and it's kind of a formula, so you have everything to know how to tweak your diet, your lifestyle to meet social events, meeting out busy days, so you can kind of lose the weight and actually keep it off long term. So it's not something that you just going to have to be super motivated for and have to have all the willpower, the perfect scenario, because I know it doesn't exist. For example, I've got a huge washing basket over there, which I've conveniently left off camera. But that's just the way life is, and I get that, okay? So the idea, even though it says 28 day, 28 day, 28 day, you can kind of stop when you like. I mean, it's you versus you here, and if you feel like you have the skills or the habits, the process to go away with that, you can stop when you want. But the idea is that when you finish the modules, when you finish the program, you're kind of good to go. You've got all the resources, everything's downloadable, all the home workouts, and you're good to go. So that's that. But what I want to kind of focus on here is the real secret. The real secret is the personalization. The power of personalization in all of this. And that's where I feel a lot of these cookie cutter diets go wrong. And that's what I aim to kind of fulfill here. And why a lot of the ladies who have said they've tried everything have found this really helpful is that personal approach. Like, not only access to the sessions with me where we chat in person, but the live calls you get, the access to the sessions, the 3 sessions a week with me, so you get that personal contact, live calls online, the online program, so you get home workouts, it's like virtual me, also the tasks, the daily hits, strategies, all these little tips that just go, aha, kind of very simple, but things that you can actually implement rather than go, yeah, I'll do that when the time is right, because I think that is the key thing, so that personalization. So I hope that helps, and if you're ready to get going with this, if you're looking to lose weight, keep it off, find a sustainable approach you can stick to. As far as I'm concerned, this is the best program out there. But I would say that because I'm biased and I made it. But all these principles I've used with tons of other ladies, and it's all built on science, on practical things, which is the most important, so you can actually stick to it on your busiest day. And I'd hold my registered nutritionist status to that as well. So that's that, and any questions, do let me know. If you're ready to get going, let's go, get started.